Hey everyone, this is Dash Show Rose here. I am back with more videos. If you guys saw it or two, I think I'm running low on space. I may have to delete some stuff. I gotta say, I have a really bad habit of keeping stuff all the time, so yeah. So I'll probably have to delete some stuff. But anywho, yeah, I'm gonna be talking about something. After I'm done with this video, I'll delete this. I'm also gonna be watching my Fairly Odd Parents video for you guys later, so you guys can see a review on that. But right now, I'm gonna be talking about Netflix. The reason why I'm talking about Netflix is because Netflix is losing subs, and they're also canceling a lot of shows. And I want to think to myself, I want you guys to think. Well, I want to think about this. What does this mean for other streaming platforms that compete with Netflix? Well, I gotta say, if Netflix is doing bad and everyone else is copying them, I have a feeling that other streaming platforms might be doing bad too. I think there's words around that Disney Plus may be next. It may be next. Because Disney is kind of worse in ways than Netflix. While Netflix has got a lot of original content, Disney has a lot of sequels and remakes and stuff of their own. So they've got some original films that have come out, but a lot of them have been bombing really badly. And the new Kenobi show did really horribly. And I guess according to Dr. Doomcock or whatever his name is. He calls himself the future ruler of Earth. That's his YouTube thing. He mentioned that that they admitted that Disney, is purposely destroying Star Wars. They're purposely doing it. Now, I know some people might like the sequels and stuff, but just the fact that, that they don't really seem to care about other people is just saying something. I actually stopped watching the video because I'm just tired of listening to this stuff. It's not really the YouTuber's fault. It's their job to cover this stuff. I'm just sick and tired of all this stuff coming on. But I figured I could talk about Netflix, though, and then, think about what this means for the other streaming platforms too. So what does this mean? What will happen to Disney Plus or Paramount if Netflix is doing bad? Well, Netflix of course had the problem when they were too expensive, but the problem is I feel like streaming is going to fail. I feel like it's gonna fail. It's this decade it's gonna be failing. And I mentioned this in one of my thoughts and theories videos. I think it's in my thoughts and theories. It should be. It's a thoughts and theories video. But I just wonder if Netflix is doing really bad. I just think about what about Disney Plus, Paramount, or HBO Max? How are they gonna do? Because Netflix is the king of streaming. If Netflix is doing really bad, then Disney Plus and Paramount Plus and all these other streaming platforms that are competing with Netflix may be next. You may be wondering though, how could that be? Because they can try not to do what Netflix has done. What they're doing. That's the problem, though, is Netflix, it's not just Netflix raising their prices is the problem that's causing them to cancel shows. It's that it's getting really expensive, too. And if Netflix has got to pay for all these shows to air on their streaming platforms, then so do the others. And you could argue, well, the others, own a lot of their own stuff. So, Paramount owns Nickelodeon, Comedy Central, and all that, while HBO Max owns Adult Swim, Cartoon Network, Hanna-Barbera, and all that in DC. But that's the thing though. They do own all those shows. But if they want to keep people subscribing to their channels and stuff, I mean their streaming platforms, they're gonna have to keep up the pace by spinning and stuff. And I think at this point it's costing them too much money. I'm not gonna lie. I think they were better off with Dish and cable. I think everyone was better off with Dish and cable because at this point, streaming is getting so expensive. You might as well get Dish or cable again. To be honest, you might as well. You might as well get Dish or cable again since it's getting this expensive. And the thing is, though, yeah, you could, like I said, again, they can add, more original stuff, but at the same time, they're spending so much money that it's causing them to lose shows because they gotta cancel them and they gotta raise the prices on their streaming platforms so they can afford this stuff. And Disney Plus is probably next. They're probably gonna raise their prices too. They've already done $1 above. I'm waiting for them to get to $12. And they might even go so far if you want all the content that you're going to have to pay about $15 to $18 because I've been talking about that for the last couple years that Disney Plus may end up jacking their prices up on the streaming platforms because $6.99 for a streaming platform, which is now $7.99, is just too cheap for a Disney, that is. So I think if Netflix is doing really bad, I got a feeling that the others are probably going to fall on them. I'm not going to say that they're all going to fail. I'm not going to say Netflix may be able to fix themselves, but I don't think a lot of these streaming platforms are going to do very well. And what could end up happening is they could go back to Dish and cable again if things don't work out too well. That's the thing. Now, I'm not really sure why they all left Netflix. I'm not sure what drama went behind the scenes that made everyone leave Netflix, but that's the problem. Everyone's leaving Netflix and they're creating their own streaming platforms, which are not doing very well. They're not getting the subs they were hoping for, and yeah, Disney Plus has got a lot of subs too, but Disney Plus also, I hear, forced a lot of people to subscribe to Disney Plus by using Hulu, their second streaming platform, to subscribe to them. So all those subs from Hulu are adding up to Disney Plus. So they really don't have that many subs. So I don't really know what's going to happen. I really don't know. This is just kind of just what I think is going to happen. And I do have a feeling streaming may not be as big as it once was. It may go back to, kind of like, how people are missing VHS tapes. People may go back to cable and Dish again and realize it's easier. Yes, it costs more money, but at this point, if you're paying for Netflix, Hulu and Disney Plus and HBO Max and Paramount all at once, you're paying a lot of money. I mean, Netflix cost like $20, I think, now if you want all of Netflix. Or if you want the best deals, you're going to pay $20. So, and with, HBO Max costing $15, you're paying about for all of these, you're probably paying about $40, which is not as much as, still has not as much as Dish and cable. Because Dish and cable, if you want all the channels, you're paying like $200, but not the thing is, not everyone wants to watch all these channels. So if they go to Dish and cable, they could pay $70 and you can get certain channels, and you may not really need, because I don't watch all these channels. I don't watch a lot of Comedy Central. I don't watch Fox too much, because I only watch Family Guy on Fox, really, and now Family Guy has gone downhill. I don't watch Family Guy either anymore. So this could end up becoming a real bad thing for streaming, and I won't miss streaming. I've already talked about in the past, I hate streaming, I do, but it's the only way I can watch some of these shows. Otherwise, I would go back to Dish and cable. Actually, I probably would just shut down Dish and cable too and just stick with DVDs, because we can't afford to be keep paying for this stuff. Plus, with gas and all that going up, it's pretty much not doing very good. And a lot of these shows, not just Netflix, but Disney Plus, I think Paramount and stuff are all not doing very good with originals. A lot of the originals are sucking, so I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what will happen to this. It's just going to be kind of bad. It may end up becoming a bad thing. I'm not sure. We'll have to see what happens, I guess. I mean, this is just kind of my theory of what will happen. I'm probably going to put this in the thoughts and theories videos. I put this in the news-related videos, but it's not really news that Netflix is losing subs and all these streaming platforms are failing. It's not news. It's facts. It's facts now. So yeah. Some people might still not believe it, but it's basically facts now. Everyone is knowing that streaming is not doing as well as they were hoping, and people are forced to cut some of the streaming services off because, they can't afford it. And there has been a lot of people that have been unsubscribing to Disney Plus, Netflix, Paramount, and all of that. So, yeah. And we're probably going to have to shut some streaming services down too. So, I don't know. It's getting expensive, and I don't know what we're going to do. Me and my dad being, me and him, not having anything in common, it's really hard for us to, agree on stuff. So I don't know how well that will go, but we'll get to that door when we get to that door, I guess. Or whatever that saying is. I don't know. Anywho, I'm going to be letting this go, though. This is just a short video on, Netflix failing again. And what do you guys think? Do you guys think, streaming is gonna fail, or do you guys think it'll do fine in the future? I think it's gonna fail. I think some of these streaming services will survive, but I think a lot of them are gonna probably not do streaming anymore. I mean, Sony Pictures is already not streaming anymore. They quit their streaming services, so I don't know what's gonna happen. So, anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to more videos and content. And see you guys next time for more videos. And I gotta go and delete some stuff. So, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.